As rainforests shrink more and more each day, the number of homeless animals around the world increases. But even beyond deforestation lies another factor of animal erasure: the exotic pet industry. Many baby animals are kidnapped and sold into the pet industry, which takes no mercy on those who were ripped away from their mothers too soon. Together, these two issues of environmental destruction and kidnapping create the perfect storm for abandoned animals. That was the case for one unfortunate gibbon monkey, who was recently discovered alone and in a cardboard box by government officials. The gibbon is already a critically endangered species, so the fact that this baby was abandoned is indicative of this network of destruction. In Laos, government officials were stunned when they opened a cardboard box. They confiscated from traffickers and uncovered a baby northern white-cheeked gibbon monkey inside. Gibbons stay with their families for years, unless something happens to tear them apart. That's why when government officials opened the box and found the gibbon all alone, they knew something terrible had happened. It's likely the little gibbon's family had been shot and killed by hunters before he was captured. The officials seized the gibbon from traffickers who were trying to sell the little orphan as a pet and called the exact right people. They immediately contacted Laos Wildlife Rescue Center, whose rescue was immediately tracked for several hundred miles to save him. The tiny gibbon was understandably terrified. Rescuer workers named him EU after the sounds he was making, and he was given a blue blanket to comfort him and help keep him warm. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story. EU was far too young to be away from his mother. He was lucky to be found. Sadly, EU's plight isn't unique. Many young gibbons in Southeast Asia are plucked from the wild to be sold as pets or to be used as photo props for tourists. It's likely his parents were shot and killed by hunter so that they could kidnap him and try to sell him. In the wild, young gibbons stay with their family unit, consisting of their mother, father, and older siblings. Explain the Laos Wildlife Rescue Center. Gibbons stay with their parents until they find their own territories for up to 6 years, adding that this orphan still needs loving. At his young age, he should still be hanging on to his mother's chest rainforest. Members of the Laos Wildlife Rescue Center are currently searching for a protected area of rainforest where they can release their rehabilitated gibbons. Habitat loss poses yet another threat to gibbon survival. Agriculture is expanded into the rainforest where gibbons thrive. So LWRC is still looking for a protected area where it can release rescued gibbons once they're independent. When rescuers arrived for EU earlier this month, they examined him and were pleased to find him in relatively good health. They transferred him into a carrier and brought him back to the rescue center, where 5 other little rescued gibbons are currently living, but EU is still visibly shaken from his ordeal. When gibbons walk, whether along branches or in the rare instances when they descend to the ground, they often do so on 2 feet, throwing their arms above their head for balance. So the rescuers are building him a gym so he can learn to climb and swing. Since his arrival, he's been unable to part with his blue blanket that the government gave him for warmth. LWRC said, sadly, he continues to cling onto and suckle on his blanket in absence of his mother's companionship, and the rescue team has left this with them as a source of comfort in his new environment. Laos Wildlife Rescue Center said, "We hope one day EU and our other gorgeous gibbons may be returned to the wild. These iconic tree dwellers are among the most threatened primates on Earth. Their habitat is disappearing at a rapid rate, and they're often captured and sold as pets or killed for use in traditional medicines. Many species of gibbon are listed as endangered or critically endangered. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.